All right, here's the first Quixotish video. I'm Sam, by the way, nobody knows me yet. I'm here at the St. Jude offices in New York with Nicole DiSturco. She's
Hi.
one of, sorry, I interrupted.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna say
hi. Okay. Nicole's one of thousands of people around the country and around the world who work with St. Jude. They do amazing work. And today we're gonna set up the hardware wallet that I'm donating to St. Jude. That's going to be the source for all of the NFT artwork donations. They're going to be up for the big auction. It's going to be next month. This is a Ledger Nano S Plus. I bought it at Best Buy last week. It's sealed. We're going to open it right now. I bought it at Best Buy, and Best Buy does a really cool thing on their website. You can donate to St. Jude right when you purchase, which is cool. So good job, Best Buy. And Ledger, you're going to get some good press here. So if you want to send a donation St. Jude's way, that would be really cool. All right, so we're going to open it up. And I don't have fingernails. I should have thought of that. Oh, no, I got it. There we go. All right, so as you can see, brand new Ledger. A computer here to connect it to. You can vamp if you want while I'm doing this.
I can what?
You can vamp if you want while I'm doing this. Talk about St. Jude.
Yeah.
Childhood memories, anything?
Yeah. So we're here in the New York City office of ALSAC, American Lebanese Syrian Associated Charities, and we are the fundraising and awareness organization for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So something that our founder, Danny Thomas, started before the hospital was even created to fundraise for the mission. So met Sam a couple weeks ago at our NH hotel partner.
Months. It was December. It's March now.
Oh, a couple months ago.
Everything's got to be above board. No lies, all right?
A couple months ago at our NH hotel partner locally. And yeah, he had this great idea, and we were on board right away. So yeah, so every penny that you donate, St. Jude will use to find cures and save children. We're the leader among children's hospitals nationally and globally. And we're doing some really exciting work with our St. Jude Global program, trying to drive those childhood cancer survival rates up in some of the toughest communities, as well as here in the U.S. So that's what fundraisers like this will support.
Almost done. You can keep vamping.
What? Keep going. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess I'll share. So our founder, Danny Thomas, it's a really cool story, is when he opened the hospital in 1962. It was actually from...
Pause.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep this video too long. So
yeah, go ahead.
We're about to get to the recovery phrase piece. So Nicole will definitely pick that back up while I'm getting the addresses, but Nicole is going to write down outside of the camera, so like over there somewhere. She's going to write down the recovery phrase for the wallet. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to get it. I'm going to have no access to it anywhere. Good thing I printed that out because I can't find it. Oh, here it is. It's the one that says secret recovery sheet. Imagine that. Okay, so she's going to write down the phrase, and then I'll vamp a little bit while she's writing down the phrase. There you go. And we'll be on our next step. So Ledger's pretty easy. I understand. So I set up a PIN code on it. You can't actually access it without the device itself. The device is going to be kept with St. Jude. The recovery phrase is going to be kept somewhere else with somebody from St. Jude. So no one will have access except St. Jude. All right, so here comes the recovery phrase part. You're going to hit recovery phrase, okay, and then start writing.
I'll write it on here.
Yep, and then with this, so it's going to go through and it's going to ask you some questions. So it's going to ask you to basically recreate the recovery phrase. It'll give you options. You'll just select each one individually. Navigate by going right and left, and then when you want to select the right one, you press both buttons. Okay. Cool. All right. Hit recovery phrase and make sure it pops up.
Okay.
We should have background music. That would definitely make this better.
Yeah, we didn't think of that.
Both buttons to confirm.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this over to the other side of the room while Nicole's writing everything down and confirming everything. So I'll do a quick little overview on what we're doing and why we're doing it. So I'm calling the kind of project, whatever, I'm calling it Quixotish. So Don Quixote is one of my favorite books. It's about a knight errant who sees, he's a crazy person, but he sees the injustices in the world and he strikes out across the countryside to try to fix them. So I thought it was kind of apropos for what we're doing here. We're one of the biggest injustice in the world is that kids shouldn't get sick. That's the bottom line. And in this world we live in where we can't agree on anything, maybe we can just agree on that for a minute. Part of the Web3 world, and I thought this was a really great opportunity to kind of bring everybody together, every chain, everyone in the industry, anybody can donate any piece of art. It can be, we'd love to get an ordinal, we'd love to get a CryptoPug, we'd love to get a Bored Ape, but we'll take anything, original artwork, an NFT you have, one that you're just interested in doing some good with. It's tax deductible as well. I'm not an accountant, but you can definitely have a little write-off there if you took some profits here during the bull run. So yeah, we're gonna try to have some fun with it. We're gonna try to do some good. In about a month, we're gonna do a live auction with all the pieces that that have been donated. 24 hours, it's gonna be old school Jerry Lewis telethon style. I'm not wearing a tuxedo, but I will stay up for 24 hours and we'll live stream it. From I don't know where, but we'll do it from somewhere, and it'll be fun. And it's like I said, the world we live in and what we can't agree on, seemingly anything. I don't know, personally I decided in 2024 to roll up my sleeves and start doing something, and this is the first of those things that I decided to do. When we were at the event where I met Nicole in December, she told a story that I keep telling over and over again. There are thousands like it, but this one particularly resonated with me. It's about a girl named Imani. She was born in November of 2019, and 5 weeks later, her parents had to purchase her burial plot. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and her local doctors were only able to get 60% of it. And they said that wasn't enough, that it was she was terminal and it was a hospice case. Her report got into the hands of an oncologist at St. Jude who called Imani's family and said, I've seen this before, I've treated it before, and people have survived. And he said, get on a plane to Memphis. They got on a plane to Memphis, and this past November, Imani turned 4 years old. I'm terrible at math. Man, that killed the moment, didn't it? So anyway, she's alive because of the work that Nicole does, the work that the doctors and nurses do at St. Jude. Nobody pays $1 when they go to St. Jude. Nobody travel, hotels for parents. The belief is, as it should be, if parents are dealing with their child being sick, they shouldn't have to worry about anything other than taking care of their child. Danny Thomas, the founder of St. Jude, his ethos was that he would rather get a $1 donation from 1 million people than get $1 million donation from one person. Having said that, if someone wants to bid $1 million on an NFT, we will take it. However, we really want to take an approach of getting as many people involved as possible. Hopefully some people who have never bought NFTs before, and this is their first one. Every single dollar is going, every single Bitcoin, Satoshi, Ethereum, Solana, whatever. It all goes straight to St. Jude. St. Jude was really ahead of the curve with accepting crypto donations. So that's it. That's what we're doing. And according to Nicole, we are good. She's sealed the recovery phrase. And now I'm going to go over and we're going to pick back up. Next thing, we're going to create wallets for all of the chains that I could think of that have a big NFT presence. And we're going to tweet them out right now. So, hang on for a second.
Asking for a quiz.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll do this quiz real quick, but yeah, we're gonna tweet them out right now. We'll date and time. We'll both confirm the time that the tweet went out, and those are the only addresses you will donate to. Donate to those addresses, it will go directly to St. Jude. Any other address, I have no idea where it's gonna go. Okay. Oops, I got the first question wrong. That's awesome. My assets are gone. That one I know. I got 2 out of 3 wrong? Man, I'm
Ouch.
Okay, that's a quick way of saying that anybody who tells you they're an expert in Web3 is lying, because nobody's an expert in Web3. All right, so just going through a confirmation process. Did you want to pick up your vamping while I'm doing this?
Sure. How long do I have?
A couple minutes.
Okay, cool. So I was starting to tell the story of Danny Thomas and his founding of St. Jude. And it's a really cool story because Danny himself was once a struggling actor trying to make it big in the entertainment industry. And he was actually, his wife had just had Marla Thomas in the hospital. And they were struggling to pay their medical bills. And so Danny, being a man of faith, went to his local Catholic church and prayed to St. Jude Thaddeus, who's the patron saint of hopeless causes. And he said, if you help me find my way in life, I'll build you a shrine. A couple days later, he got a gig on the radio as a singing toothbrush. And as silly as that was, it actually pivoted his entertainment career. And he eventually landed his hit show called Make Room for Daddy. And he always attributed his success to St. Jude, and he wanted his shrine to be St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And he wanted it to be a place where no family ever receives a bill, not for treatment, travel, housing, or food, and a place that would freely share its research with doctors and scientists around the world. And that's what we do today. So that is our founding story. It's really interesting because when Danny Thomas opened the hospital, he had a goal to raise $1 million to launch the hospital and help get it started. And now it costs over $2 million a day to run the hospital. So that's why campaigns like this and our local events and campaigns are so important, because it all goes to funding that mission so that we can keep the work that we're doing. And yeah. So, I'm good?
Yeah, no,
okay.
Good, go ahead.
Okay. So, so I had the opportunity to go to the hospital a couple weeks ago, and there's 2 large towers being built for clinical care. That's just one of the ways we're expanding. We also just opened our Domino's Village. So it's our 4th housing facility for our St. Jude patients. And what's really exciting is they have 2 and 3 bedroom apartments in that village. And it is really cool because all of our families that are coming as a union will be able to all stay together in those apartments. And it just allows us to take more patients as well. Of course, there's pizza being served in the Domino's Village, but it's really a beautiful place. It has a gym for the parents. It has a living room for them all to gather and get to know one another. It has a big playroom, of course, and an outdoor play area for our patients. And something that's really unique is it actually has a bridge that connects it to the physical hospital. So to get over to their appointments, our families don't even have to enter the elements. They could just walk right over to the hospital. So all really exciting stuff that's going on at St. Jude.
Working on it.
Okay. So what else did I talk about?
I mean, maybe international stuff. There's a lot of international
Yeah.
crypto users, and even though St. Jude's U.S. based.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually interesting that you brought that up. So, part of our strategic plan is we're investing a lot in our St. Jude Global initiatives, and a few of those include actually shipping out chemotherapy treatments to our partner sites to get those kids access to care. So I shared earlier our survival rates and kind of helping to bridge those. So to put that in perspective for you, our hospital, when we opened in 1962, childhood cancer survival rates were just at 20%. That statistic in the US is over 80% today for all childhood cancers. But that's not the case for some of our international communities and our kids overseas. So we are focusing on the 6 most common forms of childhood cancer and trying to increase those survival rates because a lot of the third world countries and areas overseas are still in 1962 in Memphis. They're still at 20% survival rate. So by focusing on that shared research and training those doctors and shipping physical chemotherapy treatments out to those communities, we're just helping bridge that gap and really treating children everywhere from cancer. So a lot of people don't know St. Jude isn't just cancer research. So obviously we're very ingrained in childhood cancer, but we do treat other things as well. We have the largest pediatric sickle cell program at St. Jude, and we were able to treat the first case of sickle cell through our program. So we do have patients at St. Jude who are being treated currently. Obviously, it's not 100% cure for that either, so our continued research just helps that more and more.
So this is my fault. Now? I have apparently the incorrect dongle.
I have no idea what that means.
Okay, the little thing that takes from a USB-C to USB. So we're going to try a quick restart and see if that works. If not, we're going to regroup. But we can definitely confirm that the wallet is here at St. Jude. I don't have nobody has access to the recovery phrase. We just need to get our addresses. So when did you start with St. Jude?
When did I start?
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Really?
So yeah, so I just celebrated 10 years on January 6th, which is actually Danny Thomas, our founder's birthday.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I celebrate my anniversary every year on Danny's birthday.
Is that kind of like a kid who has their birthday on Christmas and like you get half the attention because...
No, I don't think so. I think it's actually really cool because it just happened that way. It just happened to be the first, Monday after New Year's in January that it started, and it happened to be the 6th. So, yeah. So I transferred to our New York City office from Phoenix in 2020 when the world shut down, and got to know most of my donors via Zoom before actually getting to meet them in person. So it was kind of wild, but yeah, I've been here for 4 years now in this office. So
all right, we're gonna try one last thing and then we're going to have to pivot a little bit, but that's okay. You know what, this is what happens. We really should have had music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I play it from my phone, you won't be able to hear it on the...
Probably not. Privacy tab, go to full disk access. There we go. Add ledger live.
How'd you first get involved with St. Jude?
Just donating. I mean, seeing the ads, donating every month for I don't even know how many years. You guys do such an amazing job with national advertising, which is huge, and I know you're making a push towards local raising as well.
Yeah.
So that's really helpful. I'm from Philly, so I'm working in the Philly area to try and help with that too. So
Yeah, our team's great out there.
hi, Doris.
Hi, Doris.
She'll never watch this. No chance.
Probably not this far in.
No. I doubt anybody will.
To be
but
very dedicated.
yeah, this is more about just kind of record that all this was done. So.
Sure. Makes sense.
So how do you select? That's my question. Is how do you select? Oh, there we go. Applications. Legend Live. Cool. All right, let's give it a try. But that's kind of one of the things. I mean, St. Jude does a phenomenal job of national marketing, but also you're kind of tapped out at some point with donations. There's only, you can get as many as you can, but if we have things that actually, I mean, that's the great thing about NFTs is once you own it, it can potentially grow in value. And the ideal is that, it's something that was associated with St. Jude, will continue to grow even more in value versus just a normal. Well, I don't think we're going to get a ton of stuff done right now. So we're going to pause this for a second and we're going to figure it out, and then we'll come back and we'll do the addresses. But yeah, just be confirmed that I don't have access to any of the keys. Nicole does, and she, as you can tell, looks very trustworthy. And then we'll be back with the rest. Thanks.
Thanks.